The weight of the morning presses against your chest, a silent reminder that the world spins beyond your grasp. You rise, expecting it to bend to your will, only to find it deaf to your whispers. You've stretched yourself thin, offering your heart to days that swallow it whole. The ache isn't in the giving. It's in believing the giving would change the tide. Faces pass you by, their steps steady while yours falter under burdens they'll never see. You've wondered why your struggles bloom in shadows, unnoticed by a sun that shines for all. Goodness flows through you, a quiet stream carving paths through stone. Yet that same stone stands unmoved, indifferent to the beauty you've etched upon it. You've felt small, not because you lack, but because you've tied your worth to hands that drop it. The sting deepens when you realize those hands owe you nothing, and never did. Epictetus once stood in chains, a slave to a master's whims, yet his mind roamed free. He saw that true power lies not in commanding the world, but in commanding what stirs within you. You've played a game of expectation, betting your peace on outcomes you can't hold. The dice fall, and you mourn their roll, as if they were yours to cast. Think of the last time you raged at a storm, fists clenched against rain that wouldn't cease. Did the clouds part, or did they drift on blind to your defiance? Freedom isn't in bending the wind, it's in standing firm as it howls past. You've sought to tame what moves beyond you, when the real task is to tame what moves within. The world hums its tune, a melody of chaos you've tried to rewrite. But its notes are not yours to shift. Your song lies in the silence you choose amid the clamor. You've wept for fairness as if it were a debt etched into the stars. Release that ledger and you'll find the sky doesn't tally what it owes. Someone cuts ahead, claiming what you labored for, and your blood simmers. Yet their theft can't touch what's yours, the steady beat of a soul they cannot steal. Recall a moment you let sorrow spill, a flood you thought would cleanse the pain. Did it lift you, or did it leave you heavier, tethered to a weight you could have set down? Strength isn't in the tears you shed. It's in the breath you draw when the wave recedes. The unshaken don't fight the current. They rise above it, eyes fixed on a horizon only they can see. You've chased echoes of praise, bending to voices that fade as soon as they speak. What if you turned inward, letting your own whisper drown their fleeting chorus? We're drawn to what endures, not to what clamors for our gaze. Be the oak that stands through seasons, not the leaf that dances for a moment's wind. It's not pride that roots this, it's a truth carved into our bones by time. What we clutch too tightly slips away, what we hold lightly stays ours. How often have you poured yourself into a cup that leaks, expecting it to hold your worth? The flaw isn't in your offering, it's in seeking a vessel that can't contain you. Patience isn't surrender, it's the art of seeing what remains when the dust settles. You've run toward fleeting shadows when pausing might have shown you the light they obscure. The great ones didn't grasp at every thread, they let the tapestry weave itself. Their calm was their craft, a stillness that shaped more than any frantic reach. You've drifted, carried by a river you didn't chart, blaming its course for your weariness. What if you stepped to the bank, choosing where its waters take you next? This isn't about hardening your heart, it's about softening your grip on what you can't rule. It's a balance the wise have walked, a path between struggle and peace. Look to those who face the void. Epictetus bound yet unbound, his spirit aflame no chain could dim. They didn't curse their lot, they shaped it, hands steady on what they could mold. You're not a shadow in this dance, fated to fade beneath brighter steps. You've simply sought to control a rhythm that was never yours to lead. Rewrite your part not with force but with a quiet resolve that shifts the air. The moment you stop begging the world to see you, it turns, curious at your stillness. There's a spark in that shift, a flicker as you move from pleading to standing whole. But it's fragile. Cling too tight to pain and you lose the freedom it offers. Victory isn't in silencing the storm, it's in hearing its roar and choosing your note within it. It's a harmony of will and surrender, a chord few dare to strike. You've lived as if the world must answer your call, a plea it never heard. Let that echo fade, and you'll find a voice that speaks only to what you can shape. A single breath steadies you, a pause where others rush, a silence that carries more than shouts. Small roots grow deep, anchoring you between what was and what could be. You're not here to vanish into the gale, a sigh lost to its howl. You're here to stand, not against it, but within it, a presence that time honors. This wisdom is a lantern. Let it dim, and you'll stumble back to restless days. Tend it, and you'll light a path that others seek but rarely find. The world doesn't bow to your pleas. It waits for you to rise beyond them. What separates the weary from the whole isn't fate. It's the courage to hold yourself when all else falls. You've walked this far, swaying between resistance and release, a soul poised at its own edge. So tell me, what will you build with the peace that's waited, quiet and unbroken within you?